Hold that thought. Hi, good evening, Viewfort.
Hi, good evening.
Good
this
evening.
is Delia Shapir-Manuel, the Prime Minister's Press Secretary.
Good evening
I'm
to
calling
you.
because I need to address one matter that Mr. Alan Chastanet's addressed and another issue that one of your callers brought up a little while ago.
Okay.
I promise not to take over your show. I will try my best to confine
I would
my
never
statement.
I would never allow you to take over my show.
Right, because almost every single thing that Alan Chastanet has said tonight, if I am to outline it and give an immediate response, it would turn around that the very word he used to describe the Prime Minister a while ago, which was liar, that would fit his profile very accurately. I want to speak about the Taiwanese funds.
That's amazing.
I want
You know
to
that a
speak
press.
about-
That's amazing
Hold
that a
on,
press.
hold
No, wait
on.
a second. That's amazing that a press secretary, right, acts like if they are an elected member of the House and act as if they are a politician. Are you in fact?
We will get
Are
to
you?
that.
Are you in fact a paid by the government of Saint Lucia to represent the Labour Party, or are you paid to represent the people of Saint Lucia?
We will get to that, and I will ensure that I send a copy of my job description to your office tomorrow so that you do not confuse my role as the press secretary to the Prime Minister with any other role that you may have in your head. But I need to address this issue with the Taiwanese funds because this is not the first time you have attempted to use that issue to really discredit the Prime Minister, discredit the Ministry of Finance. You indicated that the very same thing that happened with the Taiwanese funds under the UWP is exactly what is happening now. That is a lie. That is incorrect. The monies coming from the Taiwanese go into the consolidated fund. You have always known that the consolidated fund, the word consolidated alone indicates that it is made up of different accounts. And if you have served in a cabinet before and you've gone through the budgeting process and you know about the estimates of expenditure, you would know that there are different heads, there are different accounts where there will be different expenditures coming from. The monies that we have received from the Taiwanese is not being treated in the manner that it was received under the United Workers' Party because there is no parliamentarian who has had access to the Taiwanese funds through their personal accounts or through the constituency councils. There are no candidates of the Saint Lucia Labour Party who have had access to the Taiwanese funds through the councils or through their personal accounts or through foundations or through ghost accounts. This is not how this government has operated. Every single time we have received money from the Taiwanese, it goes through the Accountant General into the consolidated fund. Now let us talk about the constituency development program a little while ago because you indicated that the projects are only happening in Labour Party constituencies. You are incorrect. In Dennery South alone, and Edmund Estefan is the parliamentary representative for Dennery South, and he is a United Workers' Party candidate. In Dennery South alone, we have undertaken 10 projects, and the parliamentary representative, I do not know what your relationship is with him, but he can tell you because he was involved in the process. He selected contractors for the roads. There are 2 roads, in fact, concrete roads built under this administration that has caused a lot of confusion in Dennery South because it is said that one of the roads leads to his house and another road leads to his girlfriend's house. How could you not know that this government has undertaken projects in United Workers' Party constituencies under the CDP? It is wrong to come on national TV and to indicate that the Labour Party is handling the Taiwanese funds just as the UWP, particularly when we as a government have made statements numerous occasions that the funds were mishandled, and particularly as you and the chairman of the party are subject of civil lawsuits regarding these same Taiwanese funds. So you basically want to say to the public that we are not practicing what we are preaching, or we are doing what you did, and it is wrong. We are not practicing that kind of behavior. The monies are going into the consolidated fund. You can call the Ministry of Finance so that you can verify. Now I want to speak about the statement that a caller just made where she indicated that the Prime Minister said, is the Prime Minister saying when people give us things, they're leaving themselves behind? And is this how the Prime Minister wants to run the country? I just want to say It is never a good thing, at least not for me as the Prime Minister's press secretary, when I sit and listen to people distort the words of the Prime Minister for political purposes. We just came out of the Christmas Eve trough. The Prime Minister has said on numerous occasions, he said it in the New Year's address, he said it even on Sunday at the Saint Lucia Labour Party's convention. We must be grateful when we receive, because particularly in this environment, anything that anybody gives, including yourself, well, I don't know if I can use you as an example, because probably you are in a different category, and so there is not necessarily that element of sacrifice. But anything that you give, there is something called opportunity cost. There is something called opportunity cost. St. Kitts and Nevis gave to St. Lucia $1 million after the Christmas Eve trough. Of course, in this climate, they are sacrificing something, and the people of St. Kitts and the government of St. Kitts is sacrificing something to assist St. Lucia. So you cannot say that when the Prime Minister says to the nation that it is a period of sacrifice and we must be grateful, that the Prime Minister wants to sit back and allow the country to be run on grant funding. That is incorrect. That is totally false. And I just want to state to Mr. Alan Chastanet's and to the caller, you must be extremely careful how you represent the words of the Prime Minister, particularly when you know for a fact that what you're saying to the people of St. Lucia is a lie. Thank you very much for your patience.
So I just want to reconfirm that she's only confirmed what I was saying. Okay? The monies, if they went...
She says that you're a liar.
Well, you know, I